Richard, are you getting her ready to work?
I'm getting it ready to work. You got to keep quality clean, guys. This is one of the best cleaning machines we've ever had in this shop. So we really want to take care of it and keep it clean. That way it lasts many, 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 many years. So, but anyway, this is Richard back at you. We got Miss Teresa on the camera. We got Annie and Asher here today. We got Asher's one of my daughter's little puppies, and we got Hoss. He's at home. He's the older one, but we didn't get to bring him.
He's
Asher
lonely.
cut his foot yesterday, so we got gonna be doing some babysitting today.
Pup sitting.
Pup sitting. There you go. But hey, guys, we got Mr. Billy. Got Billy W. How does that sound?
There you
in
go.
the house. We got his '98 Chevrolet 1500 in the house, 4-wheel drive. The common problem, guys, your 3/4 clutch out. This is what we have here, no third gear. But this truck's got 244,000 miles on it.
Yes.
It doesn't even look like the tranny's been out of it, but I'm sure it has in that kind of mileage. You just don't see this 4L60E lasted 244,000, very seldom.
But then again, Billy,
He takes care of his stuff.
Yeah,
he really does take care of his stuff. So,
does.
but if you look under here, I mean, it looks like to me it's all original. It's never been touched. But we're going to do a computer check on it really quick and kind of see if we got any codes going on in the truck before we do anything. We're going to turn on our snap-on scanner. I'm going to turn the key on, and then I'm going to close the door so we don't have the little beeping stuff going on there, hopefully.
Beep.
There we go. What we're going to do, first off, we're going to push scanner. We're going to go down to Chevrolet. It's an 81 2011.
It's a 3 of 98.
Yeah, let me see why. It probably did that. I don't know why it's doing that, but do it that way. Scroll down to 1998. I was shocked this scanner went down that far.
Well, we try to keep everything updated.
It's asking me a W. Well, both of them are W, so it doesn't matter. Let's just go here. We're going to go to an auto ID. In other words, it'll pull up the VIN. It'll look for it, all that type of stuff itself. Okay, it pulled up the VIN. We're not going to put the mileage or license plate or anything like that, but we are going to keep the VIN. Push OK. It's under 8,600 pounds. It's not a heavy-duty truck. Now we're going to go to automatic. Okay, what we're going to do first is we're going to do an engine. It's not California. We're going to go federal. And we're just going to go a code menu, display code, see if we got anything on the engine. Let's go to history codes first. We got a P0430, catalyst insufficient, low bank 2. I believe this thing's had the catalytic converters taken off of it, so we'll get under there and look here in just a minute. But we want to make sure we have no, whoops, back out of there, get out of there. Back again, go to transmissions, codes, display codes. We're going to go to history codes again. Same code there, so nothing that's going to affect the tranny pretty much. Going to affect the motor a little bit. When you have your cats cut off, it really don't know how to tune the motor. It kind of gets a little off. So that's good there. Physically no codes for the tranny. Power it off, there we go. Turn the key off. So that's pretty simple there. So that's what I like to see. No crazy 1,500 codes in a truck this late, or early, excuse me. Late, early, either way.
It's a 98, everybody.
98.
Okay, and it's a Chevrolet.
Let's see what this fluid looks like real close, Teresa. That's about as black as our crude oil here in Texas that we pump out of the ground. Got a really funky smell to it. So.
Oh, well, yippee. That makes me happy.
I'll go ahead and leave that out, which I got to disconnect the battery. I'll let it down after I pick it up and see what it looks like underneath.
We have known Billy forever.
For a long time. He takes care of his vehicles, that's for sure. He really does. Get this up really quick. Ashley, you being good? Huh? You being a good puppy today? Oh, that scared him.
You're good.
Annie, normally she's hiding. So Asher being out here, she's hanging out a little bit better. What? You're a good boy, huh?
He's a baby.
He
Oh my
is.
God.
He's got the little baby
He
face
is
on him
a
and stuff.
baby. Yeah.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You're just a baby. He is. He's just a big baby. He's a good puppy, though, let me tell you. Okay, we got it up in the air. I'm going to grab my light. Got to get under here and see what it looks like, Teresa. I don't know if it helps with the light or...
Yeah, let's see.
Well, you can definitely see here where the catalytic converter used to be. There's one should have been here, and there should have been one right here where they put this other pipe in. You can kind of see this way here, Teresa, where they took it out right there. Should have one there, should have been one here. And that's why that one code is there.
A little bit of something there.
That's actually my PV blaster. If
Oh,
I
yeah.
soak all my bolts overnight, that way they won't twist off. Gotta be really careful with a truck this age because it's really easy to twist off your bolts there and stuff. But if you notice here, you see how purple that manifold is right there? Can you see that? How the
Yeah.
bottom of that manifold is just purple? You know, that could have been catalytic converter problems, stopping up, stuff like that, creating a lot of heat in the manifolds. And also sometimes when you take these catalytic converters off, it don't know how to tune the motor, so it could cause lean conditions. It can do all kinds of stuff, because if you look at this one over here, can you see that one up here, Teresa, too? It's cooked on the bottom.
Yeah.
Can y'all see that? How hot that's been running? So it's not always a good thing to take off your catalytic converters. It's always best to put them on, some good ones back on, some high flowing ones. Don't put them little mini ones on there that don't flow much anyway. Got a 243 transfer case in it. C transfer case, doesn't look like it's ever been apart neither. I mean, this stuff looks all original U-joints I've noticed. Even on the back U-joint back here, we noticed that it's original U-joint back here too. So we're going to be checking all the U-joints and stuff out on this thing. Now I did notice the rear main seal leaking. I really don't see a lot of oil running down. A little bit maybe right here, but I don't think enough to cause this right here. I think this is more probably a rear main seal issue. You also want to look at these trucks right here. GM put a tiny transmission cooler on these units. And we want to take that off because these trannies just run hot even with that little bitty cooler, you know, with that cooler on there. So we want to get that off there. We'll let it down and kind of peek in the front of the grill real quick and see what it looks like on the cooler real quick. Let's do that real quick. Asher, get out from under there. Come on. Annie, come on. Get over here.
Asher, come on, Annie. Come on.
It's got air releases on this lift here. You push the button here, it releases all the locks by air, and then you let it down. Like this lift a lot. Did brakes on my mother's car yesterday. Put disc brake pads all the way around. That was fun, enjoying some time with my mother. Let's see if there's a cooler in here. Now this one here, it doesn't have a tranny cooler on it at all. So we'll definitely want to talk to Billy about putting a tranny cooler on here and see if we can't get this system to run a lot cooler. Now we will be blocking the lockup valve on this one here and taking the pulse width modulating out of it, taking it away.
Modulator. What is it?
The pulse width modulating, the TCC valve, we're going to take that out. That way it's just an on and off system. That'll eliminate a little bit of heat in the converter with the clutch just coming on really quick instead of sliding on. So, Asher, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You just being a good puppy today? He loves coming over and hanging out with Annie. I think Annie's his little girlfriend. I'm trying to hook Annie up with Steve Morrison, Racing Engines puppy. He posted a video of them and their puppy sitting in front of some engines this morning, and I sent him a picture saying Annie would sure love to meet his little puppy too, so that was pretty neat. We'll come over here, guys, and we'll kind of show you what we got going over here. Even though this is an early 406D, whether it's a 700, 406D, 465, 470, it still takes about the same components, your bands, clutches, and stuff like that, different wiring harnesses. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes in these units, and it costs a lot of money. But we got our TranStar complete kit here with all the steels, all your gaskets here. We do have a clutch kit here that comes in the kit. We got our bonded pistons here that come in the kit. Now all this comes in one box right here. Really nice. They really put a lot of items in here.
I was gonna do. There you go.
There you go. We run a wide band. We never run the little narrow band. We haven't put a narrow band in one of our trannies in probably 20 years or longer. You know, as long as they've had these out, that's the only band that Raymond sends me. We have our forward sprag assembly. We still have our lower sprag coming. We have a pressure control solenoid. We have the shift solenoid still coming. We have our bushing kit. Now, anytime we buy a bushing kit, we also like to use the Sonex wide bushing in the lower sun gear. This is the bushing that's normally in there, but you can see when you upgrade it to a Sonex bushing how much more support the sun gear has. And this bushing sets right in here like that. Okay, you can see little tiny bushing. I got thousands of these if you need to borrow one.
Or you can have it.
Or you can have it. Now also we're going to go with a 9-clutch Alto clutch kit, the high energy kit. Comes with all your steels, your snap ring, your clutches. But when you do use the Alto kit, 90% of the time the apply plate that we use that's in the tranny is bowed. It's bad because of the 3/4 clutch physically runs on this plate right here, and after it burns and gets hot, this gets bowed. So you always got to have a new one to put in with these clutches here, because this kit does not come with that apply plate. So you got clutch steel all the way to the top, and then you got your top hat. Of course, you got your load springs that set in there. But you always need to buy one of these when you order this kit here, because you're going to have it, or unless you got one on the shelf for a good core. But 95% of the time, when we tear these down with a 3/4 clutch bad, this ply plate is no good. We got our hardened shell. We also, this unit could have a roller bearing on your hub here, or it could have a thrust washer here that goes on your shell. Because see, this sets down in here like this. Okay. Now sometimes they have a 4-tab washer. This would be flat right here. But what we do, we always grab a GM bearing here from TranStar, and what we do is we update it to a roller bearing instead of a thrust washer. Now this will set right down on here like this and spin real freely. A lot of load on this washer in overdrive, so that's usually what takes the washer out. Even though this shell has the holes in it for the 4 tabs, it will retrofit to the bearing. Okay. But we do, you can see here where they hardened it right here on the end, because these are really bad about stripping. So we always want to do that too. Of course, we have our complete pump kit here. We have our rotor, our pump slide. We have our new pivot pin that's always wears on half the side. You always want to put a new one of them in there. Of course, our aluminum pistons, your forward accumulator piston, we take the plastic one out and put the aluminum one in. And then we have our 1-2 accumulator here, the small hole. Some of them, the earlier ones, have a big hole, so you gotta, I'll just keep them in stock both sizes. This will go in your 1-2, and this here is gonna be my double stack for my 3/4 in the case. Okay, always do that. We got a wiring harness. And of course, guys, we want to thank B&I Torque Converters for making some of the best converters that we've ever used. Been with these people for 40 years, and man, they do take care of their customers. I mean, if they tell you they're doing something, they do it, and if it's going to be that day, they're going to get it out the door, it's going to be that day when they get it out the door. So if you ever need anything, call old Bill over there at B&I. Really good folks. So, well, guys, it's time to get to work, huh, Teresa? Time to put the old gloves on, get some grease under the fingernails, and get this unit out. So I'm really excited to get to work on it. Did you get to show them Peyton's car?
I did.
A little bit?
A little bit. We didn't go over it. But
Both of our grandbabies run junior dragsters. Hayden is how old?
Hayden is going to be 12 in January.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow,
then,
that went over my head. I was thinking 8 or 9 still.
Yeah,
I mean, time
no.
goes by so fast when you're having fun, enjoying.
I know.
But this is Peyton's car here.
And she is 15, and she just got her permit.
Permit to drive, yes. But these cars are really awesome. This thing probably makes, I don't know how much power it makes, but it'll run, 90 miles an hour in the 8th mile, 7 seconds. Really, really fast cars. I wish that we had these when we were young. I couldn't imagine getting us in this thing and driving it. I mean, you're low to the ground, really low to the ground, and these things will come out of the hole. They will get moving.
And you have to remember.
And you see
that
this
her
here?
mother. Exactly.
This little girl has been winning some money this year. From going to Amarillo, going to Lubbock, or not, excuse me, not Lubbock, but down to Odessa, down to Pinwell, down there. I mean,
that's right.
She has been winning some races. They actually invited her to go to their main championship race this year down in Pinwell, so that's really excited.
Right, to
is it Dallas?
She's representing Odessa.
Odessa, yeah.
Instead of which we're from Amarillo, so
yeah.
But and you have to explain that her mother, which is our daughter,
yep.
She does everything on this car. She does everything. She does ask her dad for, but pretty much.
She's a single mother, but I mean, she's been around race cars all her life too, and she really wanted to do it herself, learn it herself, and just take, care of the car all racing season and stuff, and she has done a fabulous job.
Well, and she will be single until Saturday.
That's right, guys. We are having a wedding Saturday.
That's why my nails are done.
Yes, we are. I'm going to be giving my daughter away to a gentleman named Brennan Dickinson. Dickinson, really good guy, really good family. We're really going to be excited. I'm going to be walking down the aisle again. Oh my gosh, it's going to be crazy.
What did you say you were going to say when he asked if there was anybody that, however they put that, I can't remember. You were going, well.
Does anybody rejected this marriage or something like that? And I'm going to be going, well, let's see here a minute. But anyway.
And this family, we've been drag racing with forever, and they all drag race.
Yes.
So.
Annie, are you being good too?
Our family's just growing in leaps and bounds.
Yes, it is, really. But hey, we're excited that everybody showed up to watch our videos today. Teresa, we just love you to death. Got the puppies in the house. We're going to get this tranny out and get it going. I hate to say it. Don't forget to subscribe, push your notification bell, and all that crazy stuff. But anyway, we'll get this out, get it on the bench. Next video coming. Have a great day.